Hi everyone. This is the last rule of multiplying powers and it's called power of a product. Power means base and exponent. Product is the answer of multiplication. But look at the difference now. You have two factors inside the parentheses, 2 times x. So you have multiplying 2 times x and trying to find the product. But then I need the power, so let's say exponent of 3. So now you have a base of 2x repeated 3 times. So let's use repeated multiplication of 2x times 2x times 2x. Now write the answer in exponents. 2 repeated 3 times, so 2 to the power of 3. And x is repeated 3 times, means x to the power of 3. Let's try one more example. 3 times x times y. You have 3 factors this time. They become the base. I need to find the product of the multiplying those 3 factors to the power of 2, which means the base now is repeated twice. So let's use repeated multiplication of 3 times x times y times 3xy. Write the answer in power form. 3 is repeated twice, so the base is 3 to the power of 2. X repeated twice, x to the power of 2, and y repeated twice means y to the power of 2. What did you notice about the parentheses and the exponents? Watch how 2x inside the parentheses, I got rid of the parentheses by distributing that 3 over the 2 terms. Same with the second one. Got rid of the parentheses by distributing that 2 over the 3 terms. So the power of a product property states if you have 2 factors, A and B, you're trying to multiply them, then you need the power of those 2 factors. All you have to do, distribute that exponent on top for both factors. So you end up with A to the power of n times b to the power of n. So both factors has the same exponents. Let's try it one more time with an example. What if you have 1.2m to the power of 4? What do? Do I need to repeat this multiple times? No. So all I have to do is distribute that exponent over the 2 terms inside the parentheses. So 1.2 to the power of 4 times m to the power of 4. That's it for this last product. Now let's practice all 3 together. Okay, now we're going to practice the 3 rules of multiplying powers and see the difference between them. So look at the 3 examples and to see which rule are you going to be using to simplify the expression. The first one is 2/3 to the power of 2 times 2/3 to the power of 6. That's the product of power. You keep the base the same, 2/3, and you add the exponents, which is 2 plus 6. Keep the base the same, and 2 plus 6 is 8, and that's your answer. The second one, if you noticed, b to the power of 12 becomes the base, so that's a power of a power because you have 2 exponents for the same base. Keep the base the same and multiply the powers. So I'm going to keep the b the same, which is the base, and multiply 12 times 3. So b to the power of 12 times 3 is 36, and that's your answer. Now the last one. The last one has 2 different products or factors that I need to multiply to find the product to the power of 3. And that's the power of product. So distribute that 3 to both factors inside the parentheses, which means -3 fourth to the power of 3 times p to the power of 3. Now simplify by finding what's -3 to the power of 3 and what's 4 to the power of 3. -3 to the power of 3 means -3 times -3 times -3, and that's -27. And 4 to the power of 3 means 4 times 4 times 4, which is 64. I don't know what p is, so I'm going to leave it the way it is and give it the exponent of 3, and that's your answer. But now I'm going to give you a harder one. what if you have 16 times half x to the power of 4? How would I simplify that? If you notice, the 16 is not inside the parentheses, which means it's 16 to the power of 1 by itself. So bring that 16 down because it's not included in the parentheses. Those are the two factors inside the parentheses, and that's the power of product. So distribute that 4 over the two terms. So times, to get rid of the parentheses, half to the power of 4 times x to the power of 4. Now what do I do with half to the power of 4? You gotta simplify it, which means half time half time half time half. Bring the 16 down, times 1 over 16 times x to the power of 4. Now how do I simplify that? You have a fraction and a whole number. What I do with an integer. Now pretend this is over 1 and multiply fractions across. 16 times 1 is 16. 1 times 16 is 16 times, bring the x to the power of 4 because I don't know what x equals. Now 16 divided by 16 is 1. 1 times x to the power of 4 equals x to the power of 4, and that's your answer for simplifying this expression. Please comment if you have any question.